Goodwill, and this is my actual last book, is The Blind Side by, really? I just knocked half those books down. That's fine. Welcome back. Oh. Back. I'm in a slightly different area of my room. I'm not sure how this is gonna go or look, but we're gonna try it. I have my newly decorated shelf behind me, so we're just gonna jump right in. I have 2 packages to open, and then some books to haul from my adventure yesterday to the flea market in Old Hickory, Tennessee, and the Goodwill in Hermitage, Tennessee, which are really close together. So I'm just gonna jump in. The first thing I have is I guess this Amazon package, because it's right here on top. So we're just gonna, ooh, that was a little bit smoother than past ones. I think I know what's in this one because I got the notification that it had been delivered. So there's that. So I've been chasing these for a hot minute, and I found out that part of the collection is now out of print, and the new ones are going to have different covers. But the first one is You've Lost a Lot of Blood by Larocca. I was looking for Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke, but the new cover is not out yet, and the old cover that's similar to this one is apparently out of print and $70+ on any website that you look on. So wish I'd have known that sooner, but so that way I could have had a matching set. But I've heard really good things, and these have caught my eye for a while, but I don't actually know what either are about. And this is his newest one, which is We Can Never Leave This Place, and it's in the newer covers, and it's also way bigger, so it's not gonna match, but I guess that's fine. And the next thing I have to open here that I didn't bring scissors for is my Book of the Month box, which I always accidentally open upside down, but I don't think I did that today. Alright, so it is my June or July, I think it's my July box. But it is You're Invited by Amanda how do you say that? Like, somebody tell me, because I'm not gonna butcher this person's name. That's just rude. I remember reading what this is about. I think this is one of their mystery thrillers of the month. This is my July box. This is thicker than it looked online, which I just want to discuss that every time I see someone open a Book of the Month box, the book always looks so much thinner than what it is. Like on video, it always looks so much thinner than what it really is. So, I don't remember what this one was about. Oh, well, we're just gonna go with the taglines. What could be worse than your ex-boyfriend marrying your childhood best friend, getting accused of her murder? So, there is that. Oh, it's pretty naked too, as you can see the little sneak peek. They also gave me the usual bookmark. They've changed up their bookmark because they've started a podcast, which is the virtual book tour. Alright, the next stack of books I have here are from my Goodwill adventure. I didn't plan on going into Goodwill, but I went into Goodwill because it was near the restaurant that I ate lunch at, so there's that. The first one that caught my attention was Wild Apples by Lucinda Franks. And I just thought, first of all, the cover was pretty. It's very just plain, but also like kind of watercolor moment. And what sunk me in was the Woosley family, with its huge Victorian mansion and lush cascading apple orchards, has long dominated the Hudson Valley village of Stonekill Landing. And I said, this sounds like it involves domestic something. I was like, this sounds like it involves a family that is rich, and there was, as I kept reading it, it was the family monarch dies, and the two sisters that are rivals have to come together to figure out a way to settle the estate. So this next one caught my eye because I have the first 2 books in this series, and I had forgotten that this one was part of it, or maybe no. I have the first 3 books in the Perfect Chemistry series by the same author, but this cover kind of matched, and I was like, I love a good romance moment, so I snatched it up. But I do know, based on the cover, it involves a football player. And the last book that I bought at Goodwill is Chasing Destiny by Eric Jerome Dickey. And first of all, this cover, well, the spine caught my attention. I was like, that looks kind of romancy. But then this cover was also intriguing. And apparently it's somewhat of a romance. It's a lot of complicated things. It just sounded like a mess. It's about a main character named Billy, who she rides a yellow motorcycle through the streets of Los Angeles, and she has some problems. She's pregnant, and her lover is married. So it just sounded like a conundrum of events. And that is it on the Goodwill books. Now on to the ones that I bought at the flea market, which I will try to link the flea market in the description. The Goodwill is just the Goodwill in Hermitage. It's on like the main street. You can't miss it. I don't even know if it has a website. But I'm gonna be honest, this flea market looked a little bit sketchy when I first pulled in, but there was bits and pieces that were good, but most of it was overpriced things that were a little bit junky, but that's fine, I guess, if you're interested in that. That was not the last book I got at Goodwill. I bought 2 more books at Goodwill. I just lied. The first one I got, I think, is a modern classic, and it is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. When I read the back of it, it sounded vaguely familiar. But the other books by this author that are listed on the back sounded vaguely familiar. But it legitimately did sound interesting. It kind of sounded a little bit dystopian. So, everybody loves a good dystopia. The last book I got at Goodwill is The Blind Side by Michael Lewis, and this is actually the last one I bought. I accidentally dropped them and then didn't pick them up. We all know The Blind Side. It was the movie with Sandra Bullock about Michael Orr, the NFL player. Need I say more? Alright, and the books that I got at the flea market, I didn't get too many. And they all still, majority of them have stickers on them. I know. The first one, I have seen this one floating around a little bit, or at least this author's name, but I'm pretty sure I've seen this one floating around a little bit. It is Lady Clementine by Marie Benedict. It's a historical fiction about Clementine Churchill, which was Winston Churchill's wife. So it sounded really interesting, and I'm not a huge historical fiction person, but I've caught myself reading the synopsis of many books that are historical fiction and actually sounding kind of interested. So maybe I do like a historical fiction moment, and I just have been lying to. And this next one also is a memoir, but it also like kind of looks like a historical fiction, and it is Saturday's Child by Deborah Burns, and it's a daughter's memoir. And she grew up in the 1950s, and she was the daughter of Dorothy Burns. I don't know if that's a famous person. I'll have to look, but it sounded really interesting. It's just her growing up with her eccentric upbringing. So it sounded intriguing. I may look to see if there's an audiobook of Saturday's Child just to see, because I do like to listen to memoirs rather than read them, because you can actually hear the person's voice. The next one I got, I saw the spine of it and I thought it was cool. It's called City Girl Country Vet, and I read the back of it because I picked it up with the back facing out, and the first thing I saw was the pug on the back of it, and we know I'm weak for a good book with a cute dog on the front. But essentially it is about two vets that end up working in the same practice because of a turn of events, and a romance ensues. But then I turned around to the cover and it still has the sticker, and it also had a price sticker on it. Like, who puts tape on the cover of that? But anyway, the pug sold it for me, other than the fact that the story sounded like a cute romance. But the pug sold it, so. And the last book that I bought, I believe was independently published, and that is The Pecan Trees by Christina Moore. She has to go back to her hometown, and hasn't been there in 10 years. You know, sounds cliche. And she's trying to wrap up her father's business affairs and his estate because he has died, and she finds out that a childhood friend has been dead for a long time and meets somebody who worked under her dad, and I'm assuming that a romance ensues. Although I feel like, look how long this synopsis is. That's the whole book right there. Like, they just summed up the entire book. So, but I do think that the chapter pages are very cool because I love the design. It kind of matches the cover. So we're gonna see. Alright, those are all of the books that I got. I tried to keep myself limited, so I feel that I did a little bit better than I have on previous shopping trips. If you have read any of these, feel free to let me know. If any of these have caught your eye, feel free to let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like to see more videos. But I will see y'all next time in another video. Alright, so semi-editing me here. I have another Friends unboxing. Oops, that's upside down. Is it upside down? But it's been requested that I leave the plastic wrap on it so that I'm actually unboxing it. So I'm just gonna add it to the end of this haul since I already had a semi-unboxing going. So you thought it was over, but it's not. So sorry. All right. So there we go. You get a first look at what's in it. And we got the cheat card that I'm not gonna look at. So we have, first thing I see is a can koozie that looks like it has two parts to it. So we're just gonna look. I always needed a handy dandy box cutter to get this open. Not just cut towards yourself, but in this situation, maybe I should. Alright, there we go, because I could not get a hold of that. So it looks like, it says it's a can koozie, but it looks like it's got two pieces to it. So one is just the lobster print, and then the other one says, "You're my lobster." And a can kind of fits down in there, so I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like a floating can koozie. Like, this is all it says. So and part of it just fell on the floor. That's fun. Oh, and the theme this month is Joey doesn't share food. So that's also on the cheat sheet card, but we're not going to use that. All right, so I got another pin, and this one is a rainbow pin that just says Friends. So it kind of goes with the enamel pin that I got in the last box. And first thing I see here is a central perk LED light. Requires 3 AA batteries, not included. Ah! Okay. All the parts just came flying out. So, well, it kind of looks like this, but it's supposed to go this way. And it looks like it's also chargeable. Did information come in the box? But it's got a small charging port there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's also got the battery thing on the bottom. Oh, this is so fun. Okay, so I had to pick up the next one because I thought it was like a tapestry, but it's not. It's plates. I'm sorry, I got so excited about that, but I'm really not like, even sorry. Like, it's a 2 plastic plate set, and the first one is Chandler and Ross, and the second one is Monica and Rachel throwback plates. I love that. I love that so much. Like, what am I gonna eat off? Like, what am I gonna eat off of these? Are they dishwasher safe? Hand wash only, do not microwave. Don't put them in the dishwasher, don't put them in the microwave. All right, and the next thing I got is a tie-dye t-shirt. And this one already feels better than the last one did. On the front, anyway. On the front. What's the design on the back? Ah! Did it stick together? What's the design on the back? This is the front, so it's just got Friends in the corner. Oh my goodness, the back is so cute. The back already has a better design than the last one. Maybe other people have said something. I hope so, because like, for the price that I'm paying for this box, I'm telling y'all, like, the shirts are not it. Like, the other items are quality, but the shirts, like, this one's it though. I have a tie-dye problem, but this is a cute shirt. I approve this one. All right, and do you have a 2-part final? We have a 2-part final. So the next one is a little bag that says Joey doesn't share food with pizza on it, and it is a lunch box, or a little lunch bag rather. So that's actually really cute. It's not very big though. It's also not heavily insulated. It's pretty thin, but I mean you could carry a small lunch in that. Like, that's not that bad. So I got a lunch box, and there is a mesh tote bag. So I actually kind of like the mesh moment. Like, it's see-through and it's got like a little, this is actually a big bag. Like, that's a big bag. Let's see. So let's make sure that everything that's on the cheat sheet card was in here. So the theme is also season 10. Like you couldn't tell from the pictures on the plate. So I got everything that's on our little cheat sheet here, so I'm not missing any items. And that's like, this was a good box. Like, I really like this box. This one was a good box because, and the last one I think I really liked. I've used a lot of things from that box. Hello, girls. You can't see, but Eleanor just come running up in the boxes. Ah! Okay. Well, Eleanor just knocked the tripod over and now I can't get it to stand back up. But, I don't think I have a favorite item. Because I really like everything that I got in this box. I mean, I got really excited for those plates. So I think I like everything in the box. But if I had to choose a favorite, it would probably be a tie between the shirt and the plates because I really like the shirt. I like the koozie too. Like I can take that to work and actually use that at work and not just at home. So I think that is all I have for this video. And I will actually be back with another video and not tie two together this time. So I will see y'all guys in the next video.